Welcome to the Presidential Claim Record. This opening slide reflects a percentage-based breakdown of direct quotes from President Trump, reviewed from April 1st, 2026 through April 18th, 2026, classified across 4 categories: false, unsupported, misleading, and supported. Now, let's move to the scorecard. The left side of the scorecard reflects cumulative results from April 1st, 2026 through April 17th, 2026, broken down by category. Now, here are the results from April 18th, 2026. As for false, one claim was identified at 7:45 p.m. on Truth Social, responding to a reposted graphic using 2020 presidential election vote totals and alleging fraud. President Trump stated, "A rigged election." This claim is false, as the statement clearly alludes to the 2020 presidential election, and allegations that the election was rigged have been litigated, audited, recounted, and investigated extensively without proof of outcome-altering fraud. As for unsupported, 6 claims were identified. At the Oval Office signing event, while explaining the origin of the executive order on psychedelic-based treatments, President Trump stated, "I got a call from a number of people, including the great Joe Rogan, and he said, 'We have to do something about this.'" This claim is unsupported, as it asserts that a call, including one from Joe Rogan, influenced the policy decision, but no independent public record available at the time of review verified that causal role as stated. At the Oval Office signing event, while discussing veteran suicide and the expected effects of the executive order on psychedelic-based treatments, President Trump stated, "I think you're going to see a big difference and a big reduction in that number." This claim is unsupported, as it predicts a future reduction in veteran suicides without verifiable evidence available at the time of review to substantiate that outcome. At the Oval Office signing event, while discussing experimental psychedelic-based treatments for mental health, including PTSD and depression, President Trump stated, "If these turn out to be as good as people are saying, it's going to have a tremendous impact on this country and other countries too." This claim is unsupported, as it presents a forward-looking projection about their impact that could not be verified at the time of review. At the Oval Office signing event, while discussing the right to try law for terminally ill patients seeking access to investigational treatments, President Trump stated, "We have tens of thousands of people on this." This claim is unsupported, as no authoritative public record available at the time of review verified that specific participation total for right to try. At the Oval Office signing event, during remarks on the Iran situation and the Strait of Hormuz, President Trump stated, "We'll have some information by the end of the day." This claim is unsupported, as it refers to a future update on ongoing discussions or developments that had not yet occurred at the time of review. At the Oval Office signing event, during remarks on Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, President Trump stated, "We have very good conversations going on." This claim is unsupported, as it refers to ongoing discussions with Iran, but no independent public record available at the time of review verified the quality or substance of those talks as stated. As for misleading, 5 claims were identified. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "In many cases, These experimental treatments have shown life-changing potential for those suffering from severe mental illness and depression, including our cherished veterans. This claim is misleading as there is emerging research on psychedelic-assisted therapies, but the statement broadly overstates the current level of established evidence and real-world availability. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "Today's order will ensure that people suffering from debilitating symptoms might finally have a chance to reclaim their lives and lead a happier life." This claim is misleading as the executive order may accelerate review and research pathways, but it does not itself ensure those personal outcomes. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "It used to take 12 years, and now we have it down to 5 or 6 years." This claim is misleading as drug approval timelines vary significantly, and the statement presents a simplified before and after framework that is not established across all approvals as stated. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "The most favored nation's pricing that I established has been knocking the cost of drugs down by 50, 60, 70, 80%. This claim is misleading as it presents broad percentage reductions as an established across-the-board outcome without sufficient evidence that such reductions had already occurred in the sweeping manner stated. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "We are the lowest price. In other words, whatever the lowest price in the world is, that's the price we pay." This claim is misleading as it presents an absolute pricing result that was not established as the actual nationwide outcome at the time of review. As for supported, 3 claims were identified. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "In Texas, Republican leaders have already committed $50 million to the ibogaine research." This claim is supported in substance by contemporaneous event coverage describing that commitment. At the Oval Office signing event, President Trump stated, "Today, the federal government is making a $50 million research investment in its own." This claim is supported in substance by contemporaneous event coverage describing the federal research investment announced at the event. At the Oval Office signing event, during remarks on Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, President Trump stated, "They wanted to close up the strait again." This claim is supported in substance by contemporaneous reporting that Iran again moved to close or restrict the Strait of Hormuz. This brings today's totals to 1 false, 6 unsupported, 5 misleading, and 3 supported claims. The cumulative totals from April 1st, 2026 through April 18th, 2026 have been updated accordingly and are reflected on the scorecard. Those cumulative totals are 21 false, 55 unsupported, 31 misleading, and 27 supported. This record is compiled using direct quotes from President Trump, sourced from Truth Social, other major social media platforms, press conferences, interviews, official White House releases, transcripts, and other public statements. It excludes intermediaries, representatives, news outlet personalities, and second-hand interpretations. The words matter, the truth matters, the history matters.